Oh, I really want to take this Nasdaq, but it doesn't meet the rules. Well, I hope this fails. Yes, good. Well, that makes me feel better. That's why we have rules, kids. That's why we have rules. So we're in a downtrend at the moment, so just got to wait. So clearly on a downtrend at the moment. Market's weak, but it's quite flat. It's not like a big drop. We may just get amateurs sort of selling off at the start, and then we've got to see if we can create some sort of base. But it's too dangerous to be going long here at the moment. It's well into the move for going short. Thought about the Dow, but it's a no. Well, this is what it's been doing of late. It's been doing this V-shaped sort of recovery, and it's 50-50. It can work, or it's just going to turn straight over because we're still in a downtrend. So I have to just see how strong this is, and as soon as I say that, it gets sold into. So we haven't broken this high yet on the Nasdaq. So if we look at this here, that's still a significant high and a significant level, this one here. And you can see it's gone up to that and come back down. Dow is the same. Right up to that level there. As tempting as this is, it may just drift. It's tempting, but trend is down, momentum is down. It's just not high enough probability. I'm not going to throw money down the drain. So what we can get here is we've got this strong move up. We need a little bit of a slow move down, some sort of pullback here. to show that this move is actually serious. So we've got 16 seconds to go on the 2 minute. We'll just see how strong that closes on the 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good hold. That's a strong hold on the 2, so that's a good sign. So maybe look for a little bit of a pullback down to 25 or 50% of that bar, which would actually be around about this level here anyway, which is that low. So we must hold this low throughout here. Must hold that. So this is the important level right there. Has to hold this. It's doing the same thing on the S&P over here. It's done a strong close on the 2. So if it comes down to this level, it needs to hold it. Otherwise, it's just going to get sold into. It's going to be people getting out of their long positions and people going short. So I'm watching the bars on the lower time frames. 30-second, the lower time frames just seeing the bars that have just stopped. So they're going sideways now, so there's no momentum continuing. We've still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go till the 5 minute close. So it's a pretty good sign so far. Okay, that's a poor close. That's a very poor close on the 2 minute. So let's see if this comes down strong. This is the test right here. If it comes down, it must bounce off that yellow line. Minute 38 to go on the 5. A 5 minute close is a very important close. It's still got trend and momentum down, so I think that this could really turn. So here we go. Strong bar coming down to the low. Did that just completely pause? Someone just did a big, was that someone from you guys that just did a big sell order? Someone just dumped their order through there. Literally straight through the line, but it's going to close above it. Oh, it's really, really wondering about that level, isn't it? Someone's listening. Here's the test. Here it is. Okay, the next 30 seconds are really important. You've got 30 seconds to go to the close of the 5 minute bar. If this can recover to here now, which is actually looking pretty good now. Gee, they took out some stops through there, didn't they? That was on, oh, that's why it's gone through there. It's micros. Someone just sold a crap load of micros through there. 5 seconds to go, 4, 3, 2, 1, poor 5 minute close. This doesn't look great now. It's holding though. Okay, I think this might work. Yeah, you've still got trend and momentum down though, so. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, I'd really appreciate if you could just quickly press like. Just quickly do it now. Just quickly press like. Thank you. Just helps with the channel, helps us grow. And well, we've recovered. Okay, I still don't think it's got far to go from here. I think it should find resistance at this high, which should be okay. So those lines are gone now. We're now looking at it's a pretty strong resistance level throughout there. It's more it on the S&P. It's so frustrating. This is the frustrating thing sometimes, isn't it? Oh. Well, the trade there was on the 32nd. It just wasn't really good enough. And now we're going to drift. Russell looks horrible. Dow looks horrible. That you can see they're just very, very compact. There's nowhere where they're really going there. If you took any of these, if you took this, you're going to get heavily stopped out throughout there, so that doesn't really count. So the only entry is possibly this one here, which is into the move. It's not really after a pullback. And this is why trading can just be really frustrating sometimes, because you can see that there's a move here. You can see that there's part of it that kind of resembles what you're looking for in terms of rules. Like if I look at the 30-second, I can say, oh, okay, it's definitely with the trend. It's a very small pullback. But I've kind of got this thing that I look at when I get onto a trade, and I'm like, okay, well, would I put $1 million on it? Come on, Nasdaq. Give us a chance. Do a little bit of a pullback here. We're coming up to the high on the cash at the moment, so we should find resistance at 24.8. No, it's still a little distance away, isn't it? 24.800. Yeah, it's got a bit to go there. Yeah, Russell 2-minute looked okay. Okay, well, we have to find resistance at this high at 24.8. I don't see how this can keep going. Okay, my faith is restored a little bit. Apex site very slow today. I think there were just lots of problems yesterday with websites everywhere. So I think Apex are also doing a sale as well. So use code CAM. I think they're just very slow at the moment because there's a lot going on. So maybe it's getting overrun because everyone's blown their accounts on the open. This is what normally happens. It's a busy time right now because people blow their evals and they try and reset them. Okay, this could reverse here on the Dow. It did it on the 32nd. Knew it. Look at that Nasdaq and S&P. Nasdaq is right on that high at 24.8. So 24,800 is the really big resistance. It's just a little bit higher than this. It's right about here. We're on it right now. Oh, cool. Thanks, Summit. What a killer. Excellent. That's what you should do. Keep it like real accounts. Just treat it the same as a real account and don't be rushed by anyone. Trade properly. Don't overtrade. Don't oversize. That's very important. Don't oversize. That's where people get into trouble. If you get 50K accounts, you've got, I think, up to 10 contracts, but you've also got drawdown. So isn't it funny how trades just look so much better afterwards? I mean, that 5-minute close pretty good. Actually, the S&P came all the way back down, so it's not small bars. And this is what I mean by trading. It's just love it and hate it at the same time sometimes. I'm just going to change something for a second. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad there now, does it? Ah, hindsight. Oh, gee, that 30-second looks great now, doesn't it? Sometimes. Well, I said this earlier to students. I was expecting us to definitely maybe go down for a little bit, but you could see that we just slowed, came down here. Look at all this consolidation here, right near this low. It's not a surprise that we've had a bit of a jump up from here. That's the hourly there. You can see strong all the way down, slowed. We've just had a strong hourly close now. So that's the hourly done. I'd be expecting it to possibly okay, that's where I'm looking. I'd want it to retrace down to here, have a little bit of a pullback down to here, and maybe sort of come down, but just come down and consolidate throughout here like this. While this sort of starts to turn around, and we might get something through there. Yeah, okay, 24.8. That's where the resistance was. So 24.8 is now the. Whip out the price calculator. Okay, let's do that. You know, it's funny. I just don't see it as well. Anyway, torture. I think torture is having losing trades, really. Torture is not having a plan. And that was the trade there that I was looking at. So that was the one that I ummed and ahed about here. So what do you got? 24,699. So 24,699. And we're still above, yep, 24,903. Oh, this is going to make me cry. 24,903. So there you go. 400% return. That's, again, not financial advice, just purely one price to another price. Not saying that's what you should do or anything like that. It's not financial advice. It's just literally, if you had got in at this price, if you were still in at this price, you would be crying like me. Yeah, look, to be honest, it all doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, we've got FOMC and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't really matter. Like, we can look at all that sort of stuff, but at the moment, yeah, really hard to trade that. I'm kind of going over the 5-minute charts at the moment. I'm thinking in my head, oh, okay, but again, let's look at this realistically. I'll bring up my 5-minute charts. So, I mean, if you look at this realistically, if you got in on the 5 here, and again, I'm just not, it's just too much of a move. This bar down has gone down to past 50%. I would have been stopped out. So, you know, you go down to the Nasdaq. I mean, that's a better option. That would have been a better trade. Came down to 50% and then really went up. So, okay, maybe the Nasdaq was the one. Definitely not the Dow. And that looks nice on the Russell. So hindsight's always a wonderful thing. I think I'm just, obviously I'm just I'm in conservative mode. I would definitely, if the account's up $10,000 on each bond, I'll take everything. It's just, this is the same thing. You've got to build your account at the start and you've got to do it slowly. And it sucks because I'm being conservative and I would rather be conservative now so I can look back in a month or 2 months' time and go, gee, thank God I took that slowly. I didn't try and do anything stupid. Every trade always looks good afterwards. It always looks great afterwards. And what we have to do as professional traders is we have to make a decision at the time. That's the difference, isn't it? We've got a decent pullback here, but we're just getting a little pullback. So the 30-second is doing, yeah, no. Not going to do anything silly there. Just need to get up a little bit on the account. It'll happen. We'll keep going. Well, I mean, I know what hurts more. Like, obviously, this hurts when you see this and it's 400%. And I think we've seen over the past week, how many 400% trades have we seen that have just done this? So that hurts. But I think nothing's as bad as a loss. Like, it's still not a loss, but it feels like a FOMO. I definitely think that. Now, the key here is just not to do anything silly because it's so easy to get in here. This is well into a price phase. It's done a huge amount of price. For those of you that are new, I'll just quickly show you something. So if you go to my channel, there's a video that I did here that explains my strategy on how I work. And if you look at this here, I talk about there's two main phases in the market. There's a price phase. And if you look at that, so from that perspective, right now, this is where we are here. We're well into this. We've used a whole heap of fuel. Okay, so if I bring up where we are now, yeah, I hate it when it does that. Oh, why has that gone so significant? Just remove that dot. We go back to the 5. So you can see that. That's just done a load of price in a short amount of time. So now what we need to wait for is we just need to wait for a pullback where it does some time, this area throughout here. So this is where we are now. Where are we going to stop? I mean, you know, here's the 15-minute. This is where the time phase was. This is where it built up some time. So now we've done all this price throughout here. I've still got this line in here. I still think that is a very important level right there. So now we just need to decide where are we going to stop and where can we stop here. Okay, so there's a pretty big level there. So if we do stop here, if we did stop on this level, and then we'd need to just do some bars like this. I don't think we're going to get down to here. I think we're going to get 25% of that, and then maybe another move up like that. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, there's a big wick because it is it's a micro account. So I have it on micros at the moment here. So this one is actually on micros, and the reason why it's done that wick, I'm going to assume, is because it's on micros. So the micro did that, maybe the full contract didn't. That's all I can think of. Look, I mean, this is the thing with some of these accounts, isn't it? Like, we're relying on their prices. Are they, are they going to be 100% right? I've seen it before where they've done prices that aren't actually right, but it's usually during volatile conditions. So either way, I said when we were looking at this, I said, guys, hey, be ready. It's slowing. Look at these 2 bars beforehand. Like, you had 2 candles that were no one in control that started to make you think, okay, I'm not sure. So, but also it was against the trend. The trend was still down at that stage. So this is really strong. This is holding at this really big level now. So yeah, it's on a micro. So that was the difference there. And we're slowing a little bit. We're getting a pullback on the Russell. We're getting a pullback on the Dow. But we're not getting that pullback on the US market yet. So very important now. Let's see how it holds, or it just absolutely does a quick drop. Yep, it was earlier, Cam, that one. That was earlier. That was it. Okay, so change all these charts. We'll change these over to 5-minute charts, and you can see we're getting towards the end of this price phase. So we've done a lot of price. We're starting to get to the end of this now. So we now we need a pullback. We just need to wait. We just need to wait. It's not more, for me, it's not whether it pulls back, it's how it pulls back. So if it pulls back really strong, then that's not good. We want it to sort of come back to, I'll change that to, yeah, that's the main level there. So I'm just going to remove this, I don't care about this. So I'd say there's a really strong support level, resistance level here. You can see there it is there. So I'd say that's the first sort of area that I'd be looking at to come down to. And I just want it to come down to it slowly. So not a big, like one strong big bar. If it can come down sort of slowly, then what it will do, it will come down like this and by that time is more likely to build some sort of a base and then have another go at this high. But it needs to go up and then pull back and then try and do that high. The longer and slower we can do this pullback, the better the scenario is. Now, if we do this, and this is very possible, you get a big bar down like that. Okay? If we get that, then what you've got is you've got straight up, straight down, probably up, probably down, probably up, probably down. You've got volatility. We don't want volatility. So it seems to be holding really well here at the moment, though. So this is a little bit too soon. It's a little bit too early. It's done a little bit of a pullback. This may work. There are no light blue indicators. They're just moving averages. It doesn't matter. They don't matter. We need to concentrate on, like, as I just said, I just had this up before. Let me do this. The most important thing, and everyone always does this, they go, oh, let's look at what are the lines or what are this. That doesn't, like, what we need to concentrate on is at the moment, we are in a really big price phase and we're getting towards the end of that. Okay, let's look at this on this chart. Okay, you've done a lot of price. We've got no lines on the chart, no special things. We can tell that that has done a lot of price. So what we now need to say is, okay, if we've done a lot of price, what do we now need to do? Okay, so what's this area here? What do we call that area there? Okay, and if we go to the video, pretty simply, it's using fuel. So you're using fuel. What do we need to do? We need to spend time filling up with fuel. So that is the amount that I'd be looking at. That gives us around about so that is, we are at, what's the time there now? So it gives us half an hour. We need to pull back for half an hour. There's the time down there, 2:30. It's 2:30 Australian time, and the current time in Australia is Jason. Jason. I don't really... I'll give you a tip. I don't usually do this on YouTube, but I'll ask you this, Jason. How do you determine what's the most important part of an uptrend, would you say? What's the most important part of an uptrend? We've got to wait for about 15, 20 minutes at the moment, so. I forgot there's a delay on YouTube, so. Did I turn? Oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. I've got to change that. Sorry, guys. I thought it was open. I've got to change that. Thank Carolyn. Can you do that in the future, please, Carolyn? Definitely do that. Please do that. No, I actually didn't know, guys. I didn't know the window was closed, so I just thought you guys were being quiet. So, that's funny. So, Jason, I'll just make this easy. Best way to tell an uptrend is through higher lows. Higher lows means the buyers are raising their prices. You're talking about being wicked out. I just think that if you go back to, if we got into this trade here, okay, and you put your stop loss at the low of the bar, you go next bar, great, move it up to the low of the bar, next bar, move it up to the low of the bar, next bar, move it up to the low of the bar, next bar, move it up to the low of the bar. Yeah, me too, Carolyn. Me too. I'm absolutely disgusted with myself, actually. The momentum buy pressure. No, Jason, you got to act as if you're talking to a 5-year-old. What is an uptrend? It's higher lows, isn't it? Look at this. You'd still be in this. Higher lows. Higher lows. The shit that's on YouTube, the absolute amount of crap that is on YouTube with VWAP and Bookmap and blah, 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 and no one talks about, just look at the frickin' bars. Okay, so there you go. You get stopped out there. I don't know about you. I mean, that's a pretty good place to get stopped out, isn't it? That's one stupid rule. One. So anyway, but you got to get into it first. And we need to do some time here. We need a pullback. I thought that too, Carolyn, and the answer is press the fucking button. I should have taken it. I'm obviously protective of my account. And what you do is you have to say purple. It was on, you are right, Annabelle. You are definitely right. But it was on a 30-second chart. Like, I don't know, you look at it now. So that's a no. I'm not saying that one there, by the way. Sorry, I'm not being clear. I'm not saying this one here, guys. Not that one there. I'm saying this one here. Yeah, no. Annabelle's definitely right. what I was looking at, and I'll show you again, is you put this on a 30-second chart. So I think I just showed you this before, didn't I? Yeah, no. The first one was definitely, like, again, looks great in hindsight, but it's against the trend. Okay, so look at this. I mean, this is, I don't know. Guys, we've actually got quite a few people watching on YouTube, and I know this is probably frustrating at the moment, and I'm frustrated because there's literally $200,000-$300,000 a night. But you can, like, I literally have just shown you exactly what just happened then. We're in a price phase, we're coming towards the end of that. Now we're doing a pullback. I've got the level in here. This is what I'm looking down to. It needs to do a slow pullback. It's doing a slow pullback at the moment. Might get a long trade soon. The trade that I was looking at earlier that I didn't take was not this one here. So don't worry about that. Annabelle is right. If you took that, that would be against the trend. That's just stupid. That's the one I'm talking about, Annabelle. That one there. And that was the one I ummed and ahed about, obviously because of the amount of fuel that was in there. But you can see purple is actually smooth and increasing. So, yeah. Yep. No, I wasn't worried. I was just like, did it have enough time? Did it have enough fuel in the tank to keep going? And the answer is yes, it did. It had about 450% worth. So anyways, but this is just a tough period at the moment, so. Russell looked good, didn't it? Actually, I thought that looked good. Long high, yes. Purple, blue, no. I'd probably say first bar pullback is probably, yeah. Look, no. Look, we'll be positive. I'm going to be positive. Look. You're trading with the trend. It looked great on the cash, Enrica. It looked really good on the cash. It just looks like it's a little bit of drift. See this area here? So it looked great on the cash. I'd just be looking at this area here saying it's actually already using fuel. But, and also what you had there is, look at this, it came down to 50% of the bar. So you would have been a little bit pooing your pants for a little bit. But just strong momentum. So, no, I think that's a good one. I think you've done well. And now, look at this. We're doing this pullback to this line. Exactly what I said. So this is a critical point. This is a very big point for the S&P, very big point for the Nasdaq. So it needs to find support here now, flatten out, and have another go at that high. If it just drifts, it's going to look like crap. So Jason, like, what does buy pressure mean? I'm not academically very smart, so whenever I do something, I need to really dumb it down and go, like, what is buy pressure? And that's where, for me, I always look at highs and lows. It's just the easiest, basic way of looking at things and saying, okay, well, a high or low means, in a sense, what you're saying, buy pressure. The buyers are raising their prices. As long as the buyers are raising their prices, I'm happy to stay in a position. So now, we seem to have, we're right on this level now on the Nasdaq, and this is really important. got a 1 minute bar coming up. If we just drift through this, it's in a lot of trouble. People are going to start to get stopped out soon. Now, alternatively, what we could get is it drift down to that next level. And this could sort of change things a little bit. Okay, so let's look at this level. Oh, we'll go to that on a 15. Okay, very important level there at the moment. Yes, Enrica, I've just got to be careful a little bit because I'm a bit of a blabber, so I just got to make sure that I shut my trap sometimes. So what we could do here is we could come down to this level, bounce a little bit, make a lower high, and then come back down and retest all this level down here. So we might actually get a good short. But we will know in the next half an hour. And that's the great thing about trading. The market will tell us. We don't need to think. Thank you for all your likes, guys. I really appreciate it. It's nice. Well, we're drifting. And we're not holding. So look out. Well. Okay. Well, this has changed everything now. It's just all drift all the way down, and I thought we might get a little bit of a bit of support. We've broken through the high on the S&P, and I think this market has really changed. So we need to look at this again. I mean, as I said, fair call. I mean, purple, the trend was straight down still. So now we're breaking through 50% of here. We've got this level. Yeah, we've got miles to go. So yeah, trend is still down. I mean, that's the whole thing on the 4 hour. It's still down. So I just still think we're due for a move back up, just based on this at the moment. Above to below. Yo, Bitcoin, let's go, get on. Can't get any cheaper. What a great price, eh? Buy the dip. Being sarcastic, by the way, being unbelievably sarcastic. That is very possibly it's very strong there. I mean, don't know if it'd make it to there. 89 is a pretty strong level. I think that Bitcoin has been very much in line with the US market. US market drops, Bitcoin drops. And I just think that we're going to get a move back up soon. I think Bitcoin could panic and come down to here, 78. But the trend is you've still got a low, a higher low. I mean, it's just broken through these lows. This is a weekly chart, by the way. So if it went down to 78, that would be very cheap. When I say cheap, it would be oversold. But anyway, we're just right on this level here. This is the first sort of strong bar we've had, and it's coming back down. It's going to be interesting to see how this closes. If this closes really poor on the daily chart, we could break through that level, but can't see a trade here at the moment. All I can see possibly is coming down to this level, getting a bounce, a little bit of a move up, and then a lower high, maybe a move back down to there. So I think the trade is possibly a short, but we're a while off. We're a while off that. That's 3, you know, that's another couple of hours away. Well, like you said, Carolyn, you're exactly right. Carolyn said before there's been a bit of, not sure. And that's definitely what it feels like. It feels like there's been a couple of possibilities that have just been, not sure. And as soon as I say that, now we're getting a little bounce. I would not be going long here. Absolutely not. Come on, give me something. Give me a little move up, then a short. Well, it's not trying to go up, is it? It really is not trying at all. Be nice to get a little bit of a move up. Don't go down yet. Come on, do a little bit of a move up. Just a little bit of a move back up to this, just below this level would be nice. Trend is definitely not strong. Trend has slowed. This uptrend has slowed. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Little move. Let's go. Oh, got sold into straight away. This is why you got to look at form reading, guys. You got to look at the bars. You've got to watch and see what happens. That just did a strong move. It started to get up and then it just went bang, got sold into straight away. You can tell a lot by watching what the bars are saying. This is going to be purple first bar pullback. This should only be short term. It's not ready yet. Purple time. Yeah, the chart's not lagging, it's delayed. It's YouTube, Jimmy. Is he having a breakdown? I don't know. He's just, yeah. Oh, what does it say? What does it say in the top right corner of the feed? Does it say delayed, does it? Oh, you mean, of course. What I put on there. Told you I'm not smart, guys. It's what I put up there. It says YouTube is 30 seconds delayed. Oops, covering my camera. Camsy. Well, we're not going to get that move up, guys. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So now it's probably going to come back down to maybe down to here. If it, maybe not. You'd think that with long-term momentum still up, but there's no one buying. It is just drifting right now. What did gold do tonight? Okay, so you can see here it did a time phase, did a fake out, fake move to the upside, broke through the 50%. Yeah, hard to trade that. I mean, oh God, I mean, trading is just, you know, I'm not sure, who was I speaking to before? Jason, it was, yeah, Jason. I'm not sure if he's still on, but you just got to concentrate on the basics. I mean, look at this. That's a low. That's a higher low. I mean, there's a possible trade after that, but that's a higher low there. And then the low gets broken. If the low gets broken, what does that mean? It means the buyers are not raising their prices. You've got a high, a lower high, a lower high, a lower high. It's just the absolute basic stuff. So you just got to keep trading really simple. Now we're still drifting down here. Sorry guys, I've just got to blow my nose. Well, guys, it's not looking great. Okay, here we go. We should get a little move up here. It doesn't mean I'm going to trade it though, because we're below purple. Trend is down. Look at that, got sold into straight away. Let's see if we can have a go. Come on, have a go. I've been asked that question a few times, and it wouldn't be, what would you like to, a day in the life, like a proper day in the life, is just not something that I think most people are going to want to see. Because a day in the life of a proper trader is before the market opens, I spend 3-4 hours preparing, getting ready for the markets. And that includes gym, cold water, sauna, exercise, walking. Boring. It's not, oh my God, what watch am I going to buy today? Or, oh my God, guys, I'm going for a drive. Should I drive the Lambo or should I drive the Urus? I mean, every time I've seen a day in the life of a trader on YouTube, it's been absolute bullshit. So, and you got to realize a lot of these guys are content creators. They're not traders. They're doing stuff for content. They're trying to get views. So, I mean, I may do something like that in the future, but it'll be boring. Won't get 1 million views. But I'll probably do one, Annabelle. I'll probably do something real. I'll just do it shirtless. Half of my day is shirtless. A lot of the time, as I said, I mean, a lot of the time I'm either in sauna, cold water, gym. That is a big part of my day, the first 2.5-3 hours. And then it's like, I also walk a lot around here because it's really hot. And yeah, I spend a lot of time getting my mind ready. Yeah, the preparation. Yep. Yeah, look, I'll do something. I've got a videographer now, so I'll do something. I just want to look at the moment. I'll do a whole heap of videos and stuff like that. I just got to get to at least 100 grand first. I've got to get going. I've got to get moving and be a little bit more aggressive on some of these trades. And once that happens, then I'll start doing more vlogs. I just have to remember, I'm right so much of the time with my analysis. You saw my analysis today. To my students, just before I started, I said, okay, I think we're going to go up today. I just said right now, I think we're going to go up now. There's very specific reasons on the chart why I think we're going to go up now. I'm not looking for a long, I'm getting ready for a short. But I don't think we're quite ready for a little while, so just have to do the good old trust in myself. But it will happen. And also, like, you've got to remember, at the moment, I still have a cold. I've been crazy sick. I don't feel secure. I don't know where I'm going to live tomorrow. Like, on a daily basis, I don't know if I'm going to get kicked out of where I'm living. And that's very hard mentally to then go into trading and just, concentrate on that. So anyways, we're getting this move up. Certainly not going along on these. Well, that's the small short. That's it. I just needed it to go a little bit further than that. Yeah, it's not ready. Let's possibly trade on the 15-second, then it really stopped pretty quick. It did 20 points. Yeah, so that was possibly, as I said, that's exactly what I just talked about before. So Well, that's kind of ruined what I was looking for, and now it's going to drift through. So the trade was on the 15-second. And that's just going to drift down now. Gee, this is very weak. Okay, that's it. I was waiting for something to come up a little bit higher than that, and it's come up to short-term momentum, I suppose. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it for YouTube. I'm going to wrap it up now. I was hoping that that would be probably a little bit more of a pullback to the upside, so we'd get something a little bit better. So if I look at this, we had this here. I was possibly expecting it to come up to here a little bit, maybe do a little bit more of an area here, so then we could have a proper lower high after this whole move down there. So it's actually done it early, a lot early. It's just a really small pullback, but it's so weak now that it's just drifting down to this low. So I think what's possibly going to happen is, yeah, God, this should go up. It really should go up, but it's just so weak, isn't it? If we can come down to here, I'd actually look for a buy, for a double bottom here, but I'm not sure if it'll make it to there. We'll see. Okay, guys, we've done 2 hours on YouTube. I sort of commit to doing 2 hours every day. If there's going to be something else, then I'll go for longer. But I think we're going to wrap it up here because I think it's gone a lot further than I thought. So, okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for all your comments. Please, as I said, most people I think have already liked already, so thanks for liking. Please like and subscribe. If anything else happens, I'll do the wrap at the end of the day. I'll keep going for another 2 or 3 hours, so we'll see if something else happens. Yeah, the biggest possibility today was just on the open. Again, always happens on the open. You can see that here. It always looks good now, doesn't it? Everything always looks good afterwards. So just small opportunities, but it's not very clear at the moment. So we'll wait for it to clear up, and we'll come back again tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a